As we journey through life, the idea of aging can sometimes feel daunting. The challenges that come with getting older, like health issues, loss of loved ones, and changes in our daily routines, can weigh heavily on our minds. However, it's important to remember that aging doesn't have to mean a decline in our quality of life. In fact, with the right habits and mindset, we can not only extend our years, but also enrich our experiences during those years. One of the most powerful tools we have at our disposal is the ability to take control of our health. Simple changes in our daily routines can lead to significant improvements in our well-being. Regular physical activity, for instance, is not just about staying fit. It's about boosting our mood, enhancing our energy levels, and keeping our bodies strong. Whether it's a brisk walk in the park, a dance class, or gentle yoga, moving our bodies can help us feel more alive and engaged. Nutrition also plays a crucial role in how we age. Eating a balanced diet filled with fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins can provide our bodies with the nutrients they need to function optimally. It's never too late to start making healthier food choices. By nourishing ourselves with wholesome foods, we can improve our physical health and even our mental clarity. Social connections are another vital aspect of thriving in our later years. Engaging with friends, family, and community can provide us with a sense of belonging and purpose. Whether it's joining a club, volunteering, or simply reaching out to loved ones, maintaining these relationships can greatly enhance our happiness and reduce feelings of loneliness. Moreover, cultivating a positive mindset can transform our approach to aging. Embracing gratitude, practicing mindfulness, and focusing on the present moment can help us appreciate the beauty of life. Regardless of our age, it's about finding joy in the little things and recognizing that every day is an opportunity for growth and connection. In conclusion, while aging presents its challenges, it also offers a chance for renewal and discovery. By adopting healthy habits, nurturing our relationships, and fostering a positive outlook, we can take charge of our future health and happiness. Let's embrace this journey with open hearts and minds, knowing that we have the power to shape our own experiences as we age. The best is yet to come, and it starts with the choices we make today. Sleep is one of those magical things that often gets overlooked, especially as we age. It's not just about closing our eyes for a few hours. It's about giving our bodies and minds the chance to recharge and heal. As we grow older, the quality of our sleep can change, and restless nights can sneak in, leaving us feeling groggy and irritable the next day. Imagine waking up after a night of tossing and turning, only to face a busy day with a foggy mind and low energy. It can make even the simplest tasks feel overwhelming. That's why developing a bedtime routine is so important. It's like giving yourself a gentle nudge toward relaxation and restfulness. A consistent routine signals to your body that it's time to wind down, making it easier to drift off into a peaceful slumber. Think about it: when you have a set time to go to bed and a few calming activities to do beforehand, you're setting the stage for a better night's sleep. Creating a calming environment can work wonders. Start by dimming the lights in your home an hour before bed. Soft lighting helps your body produce melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep. You might also consider taking a warm bath. The heat can relax your muscles and soothe your mind, making it easier to let go of the day's stresses. Adding a few drops of lavender oil to your bath can enhance the calming effect, as lavender is known for its relaxing properties. Another great tip is to limit screen time before bed. The blue light from phones and computers can trick your brain into thinking it's still daytime, making it harder to fall asleep. Instead, try reading a book or listening to soft music. These simple changes can help create a peaceful atmosphere that encourages rejuvenation and emotional balance. Remember, sleep is not just a luxury. It is a necessity for our well-being, especially as we age. By prioritizing a good night's sleep and establishing a soothing bedtime routine, you're investing in your health and happiness. So, let's embrace the power of sleep and make it a cherished part of our lives. Stress can have a significant impact on aging and overall health. When we experience stress, our bodies react in ways that can lead to various health issues over time. For instance, chronic stress can contribute to heart disease, weaken the immune system, and even accelerate the aging process. This is because stress triggers the release of hormones like cortisol, which, when elevated for long periods, can harm our bodies. To illustrate the importance of managing stress, we can look at the teachings of Stoicism, a philosophy that emphasizes the importance of controlling our reactions to external events. Stoics believe that while we cannot control what happens to us, we can control how we respond. This mindset can be incredibly helpful in managing stress. For example, a person might face a challenging situation at work that causes anxiety. Instead of letting that stress take over, they could practice deep breathing or take a walk in nature to clear their mind. These simple actions can help regain a sense of calm and clarity. Walking in nature is particularly beneficial. It allows us to disconnect from our daily worries and reconnect with the world around us. The fresh air, the sounds of birds, and the beauty of trees can all help reduce stress levels. Similarly, deep breathing exercises can help lower heart rates and promote relaxation. When we take a moment to breathe deeply, we signal to our bodies that it is time to relax, which can counteract the effects of stress. However, the key to reaping the benefits of these practices lies in consistency. Just like exercising regularly strengthens our bodies, consistently engaging in stress-reducing activities can enhance our mental clarity and physical well-being over time. If someone only walks in nature or practices deep breathing once in a while, they may not notice significant changes. But if they make it a daily habit, they are more likely to experience lasting benefits. In conclusion, managing stress is crucial for maintaining health and slowing down the aging process. By adopting intentional practices like walking in nature and deep breathing, we can improve our overall well-being. The teachings of Stoicism remind us that, while we cannot control everything, we can control how we respond to stress. With consistency in these practices, we can enhance our mental clarity and physical health, leading to a more balanced and fulfilling life. Social connections play a vital role in both emotional and physical health. When we interact with others, we not only share our thoughts and feelings but also create a support system that can help us through tough times. For example, take John and Mary, a couple who moved to a new town. At first, they felt isolated and lonely, missing the friends they had left behind. They decided to join a local community gathering that met every week. At these gatherings, they met new people, shared meals, and participated in fun activities. Over time, John and Mary built friendships that made them feel more connected and less alone. They found joy in their new relationships, which helped lift their spirits and improve their overall well-being. The benefits of social connections are backed by research, showing that people with strong social ties tend to live longer and healthier lives. When we feel connected to others, our bodies release hormones that reduce stress and promote happiness. This is why it's important to foster social ties in our own lives. To create a sense of belonging and happiness, consider reaching out to friends or family members you haven't spoken to in a while. A simple phone call or text can rekindle a connection. You might also look for local clubs or groups that align with your interests, whether it's a book club, a sports team, or a volunteer organization. Engaging in activities you enjoy with others can help you meet new people and strengthen existing relationships. Another way to build connections is to invite neighbors over for coffee or a casual meal. Sharing food is a great way to bond and create lasting memories. Even small gestures, like greeting someone with a smile or asking how their day was, can open the door to deeper conversations and friendships. In summary, social connections are essential for our emotional and physical health. By taking small steps to reach out and engage with others, we can create a supportive network that enhances our lives. Just like John and Mary, we can combat feelings of isolation and find joy in the company of others. Hydration is essential for our overall health and energy levels. Water makes up a significant part of our bodies, and it plays a crucial role in many functions, including digestion, temperature regulation, and nutrient transport. When we are well hydrated, we feel more energetic and focused, while dehydration can lead to fatigue, headaches, and even mood swings. Take Robert's story as an example. Robert was a busy professional who often forgot to drink enough water throughout the day. He noticed that he felt tired and sluggish, especially in the afternoons. After some research, he decided to make a few simple changes. He started drinking a glass of water with each meal and set visual reminders around his workspace to encourage him to drink more throughout the day. These small adjustments made a big difference. Robert found that he had more energy, felt more alert, and even noticed improvements in his mood. Looking back in history, we can see that the importance of clean water has always been recognized. The Romans, for instance, valued clean water highly and built aqueducts to transport it to their cities. They understood that access to fresh water was vital for health and well-being. This historical perspective reminds us that hydration has always been a cornerstone of good health. In our modern lives, it can be easy to overlook the importance of drinking enough water. However, just like Robert, we can make hydration a daily priority. By incorporating simple habits, such as drinking water with meals and using reminders, we can improve our health and energy levels significantly. Let's take a cue from history and recognize the value of water in our lives today. Regular health checkups play a crucial role in preventing serious illnesses and empowering individuals to take control of their health. These visits to the doctor can help catch potential problems early when they are often easier to treat. Many people might feel anxious about going to the doctor, but understanding the importance of these checkups can help ease that fear. I remember a time when I had a health scare that changed my perspective on doctor visits. A few years ago, I started feeling unusually tired and noticed some strange symptoms that I couldn't explain. At first, I brushed them off, thinking they were just signs of stress or a busy lifestyle. However, after a close friend urged me to see a doctor, I finally made an appointment. I was nervous, fearing what the doctor might find. When I arrived at the clinic, I felt a mix of anxiety and relief. The doctor listened to my concerns and ran some tests. Thankfully, the results showed that I didn't have anything serious, but the experience opened my eyes to how important it is to stay on top of my health. I realized that by avoiding the doctor, I was only putting myself at greater risk. Since that day, I have made it a priority to schedule regular checkups. Each visit gives me a sense of control over my health. I feel empowered knowing that I am taking steps to prevent potential issues before they become serious. I also encourage my friends and family to do the same. It's amazing how a simple checkup can lead to peace of mind and a healthier life. In conclusion, regular health checkups are not just about addressing problems when they arise. They are about taking proactive steps to ensure a healthier future. Overcoming the fear of doctor visits can lead to a more empowered and informed approach to health. So, if you haven't had a checkup in a while, consider making that appointment. Your future self will thank you for it. Gratitude is a powerful feeling that can change the way we see the world. It is about recognizing and appreciating the good things in our lives, no matter how small they may seem. When we practice gratitude, we shift our focus from what we lack to what we have, which can help us build resilience and maintain a positive outlook, even during tough times. Take Betty, for example. She decided to start a simple practice of journaling 3 things she was grateful for every day. At first, it felt a bit strange to her, but as she continued, she began to notice how this small act changed her perspective. Each evening, she would sit down and reflect on her day, writing down moments that brought her joy, like a warm cup of tea, a kind word from a friend, or the beauty of a sunset. Over time, Betty found that this practice not only made her feel happier, but also helped her cope better with challenges. When faced with difficulties, she could look back at her journal and remind herself of the good things in her life, which gave her strength to keep going. This idea of gratitude is not new. It has been valued for centuries in many cultures and philosophies. Ancient wisdom often teaches us to appreciate what we have, and many spiritual traditions encourage gratitude as a way to connect with something greater than ourselves. In modern times, research has shown that practicing gratitude can lead to improved mental health, better relationships, and even physical well-being. Studies suggest that people who regularly express gratitude tend to be more optimistic and less stressed. By incorporating gratitude into our daily routine, like Betty did, we can cultivate a mindset that helps us navigate life's ups and downs. It doesn't have to be complicated. It can be as simple as taking a moment each day to acknowledge the good around us. This practice can serve as a gentle reminder that even in challenging times, there is always something to be thankful for. In a world that often emphasizes what we don't have, gratitude invites us to celebrate what we do. It encourages us to pause, reflect, and appreciate the beauty in our lives, fostering resilience and a brighter outlook for the future. Lifelong learning is a powerful way to keep our minds active and engaged throughout our lives. It involves continuously seeking new knowledge and skills, which can lead to greater mental stimulation and personal fulfillment. One inspiring example of this is the journey of someone who has always wanted to learn to play the piano. Imagine a person who, as a child, dreamed of creating beautiful music, but never had the chance to take lessons. Years later, they decide to pursue this long-desired skill. At first, it may feel challenging. The fingers might struggle to find the right keys, and reading music can seem overwhelming. However, with each practice session, they begin to feel a sense of accomplishment. They learn to play simple songs And as they progress, they tackle more complex pieces. This journey not only brings joy, but also provides a sense of purpose and achievement. Research shows that engaging in activities like learning to play an instrument can have significant benefits for cognitive health. Studies indicate that staying mentally active can help reduce the risk of cognitive decline as we age. Learning new skills challenges the brain, creating new neural connections and enhancing memory and problem-solving abilities. It can also improve mood and reduce stress, making life more enjoyable. By pursuing a skill like playing the piano, individuals not only fulfill a lifelong dream, but also invest in their mental well-being. The joy of making music, the satisfaction of overcoming challenges, and the social connections that can come from playing with others all contribute to a richer, more fulfilling life. In conclusion, lifelong learning is a valuable tool for mental stimulation and fulfillment. Whether it's learning to play the piano or exploring any other interest, the benefits extend far beyond the activity itself. It keeps our minds sharp, our spirits high, and our lives vibrant. Transitioning to healthier eating habits can feel overwhelming, especially when comfort foods have been a big part of our lives. Many of us have experienced moments that push us to rethink our diets, like a health scare, or simply feeling tired and sluggish. It's in these moments that we realize how important it is to nourish our bodies with the right foods. Imagine someone who has always loved creamy pasta dishes and sugary desserts. After a visit to the doctor, they learn that their cholesterol levels are higher than they should be. This news can be a wake-up call, prompting a desire to change. But how do you move from those comforting meals to a more balanced diet without feeling deprived? The first step is to start small. Instead of completely cutting out your favorite comfort foods, try to modify them. For instance, if you love pasta, consider swapping regular pasta for whole grain or even vegetable-based noodles. This way, you still enjoy the dish you love, but with added fiber and nutrients. You can also add more vegetables to your meals. If you're making a stir-fry, throw in some bell peppers, broccoli, or carrots. They not only add color and crunch, but also boost the nutritional value of your meal. Fruits can be a delightful addition to your diet too. If you have a sweet tooth, try replacing sugary snacks with fresh fruit. A bowl of berries or a sliced apple with a bit of nut butter can satisfy your cravings while providing vitamins and minerals. You might even discover new favorites along the way. Another challenge is finding ways to enjoy meals that feel satisfying. Cooking at home can be a great way to control what goes into your food. Experiment with herbs and spices to enhance flavors without relying on heavy sauces or sal tenant. You might find that a sprinkle of fresh basil or a dash of lemon juice can elevate a dish just as much as a creamy dressing. It's also important to remember that healthy eating doesn't mean you have to give up the foods you love entirely. Allow yourself to enjoy those comfort foods occasionally. The key is balance. If you have a slice of cake at a celebration, make sure your other meals that day are filled with fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. This way, you can indulge without guilt, while still making progress toward a healthier lifestyle. Lastly, don't forget to celebrate your successes, no matter how small. Each time you choose a healthier option or try a new recipe, you're taking a step in the right direction. Over time, these small changes can lead to significant improvements in your health and well-being. Transitioning to a balanced diet is a journey, and it's okay to take it one step at a time. By making simple adjustments and keeping the joy in your meals, you can create a healthier lifestyle that feels good and tastes great. Physical activity has a remarkable ability to change lives in many ways. Take Linda, for example. She started her yoga journey a few years ago, feeling overwhelmed by stress and fatigue. At first, she could only manage a few minutes of gentle stretching. But as she continued, she found herself not only becoming more flexible, but also more relaxed and focused. Each session brought her a sense of peace and clarity that spilled over into her daily life. Linda began to notice that she was more patient with her family and more engaged at work. Her small steps in yoga transformed her overall well-being, showing how even a little movement can lead to big changes. Then there's Mike, who discovered his love for cycling. Initially, he would ride just a few blocks around his neighborhood. Over time, he built up his stamina and confidence, eventually joining a local cycling group. This not only improved his physical health, but also connected him with a community of like-minded individuals. They shared stories, laughter, and support, making each ride a joyful experience. Mike found that cycling was not just about exercise. It became a way to bond with others and enjoy the outdoors. His passion for cycling brought a new sense of vitality to his life, proving that regular movement can enhance both physical and social well-being. These stories highlight that starting with manageable steps is key. Whether it's a short walk, a few minutes of stretching, or a gentle bike ride, every bit of movement counts. The important thing is to find an activity that feels enjoyable and fits into your life. And as you gradually increase your activity, you may discover new strengths and connections that enrich your daily experience. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's about progress and finding joy in movement. By integrating small amounts of physical activity into your routine, you can unlock the transformative power of exercise and enhance your quality of life. Imagine a life filled with health, vitality, and joy, where each day is a new opportunity to thrive. By embracing 9 simple yet powerful habits, you can transform your life and set the stage for a future that sparkles with energy and happiness. These habits, nurturing your body with nutritious food, staying active, fostering meaningful relationships, managing stress, getting enough sleep, staying curious, practicing gratitude, connecting with nature, and giving back to your community, work together to create a vibrant tapestry of well-being. As you weave these habits into your daily routine, picture yourself celebrating milestones like your 100th birthday, surrounded by family and friends who love and cherish you. Envision the laughter, the stories shared, and the joy radiating from your heart. Each small step you take today builds a foundation for a brighter tomorrow, where you can enjoy life to its fullest, no matter your age. So, take action now. Start with one habit, and let it grow into a lifestyle that nourishes your spirit and body. Remember, every choice you make is a step toward a healthier, happier you. Embrace this journey with open arms, and watch as your life transforms into a beautiful celebration of health and joy. You have the power to thrive, to live fully, and to inspire others along the way. The best is yet to come, and your future is waiting for you to step into it. Thank you so much for taking the time to read and engage with the ideas we've shared. I hope you found the habits discussed helpful and inspiring. I encourage you to reflect on which of these habits resonated with you the most. It would be wonderful to hear your thoughts in the comments. Remember, every small step you take towards a healthier and happier life is a step worth celebrating. Thank you for joining us for that insightful exploration of how our daily habits shape our lives. We've uncovered some eye-opening truths about the choices we make and their profound impact on our health and longevity. Now that we've wrapped up that important discussion, let's shift gears and dive into a new topic that complements what we've just learned. Have you ever paused to consider how your daily habits might impact your life expectancy and overall well-being? In a world filled with distractions and unhealthy choices, it is easy to overlook the small decisions that influence our health. In this next segment, we'll take a closer look at some common life-shortening habits that many of us might not even realize we're engaging in. Together, we'll uncover the hidden dangers lurking in our routines and explore practical ways to make positive changes. So, let's embark on this journey of discovery and empowerment as we learn how to enhance our lives and embrace healthier habits. Stay tuned, because what's coming next could change the way you think about your everyday choices. Smoking is a habit that many people find alluring, especially during stressful times or in social situations. The act of lighting a cigarette can seem like a quick escape from anxiety or a way to bond with friends. The momentary relief it provides can feel comforting, almost like a friend in tough times. However, this temporary pleasure hides the devastating consequences that smoking brings to health. The reality is that smoking is a leading cause of chronic illnesses, including lung cancer, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, and heart disease. Each puff not only damages the lungs but also affects the heart and blood vessels, leading to serious health problems over time. The physical toll of smoking is immense, as it weakens the body and makes it more vulnerable to diseases. Beyond the physical effects, smoking also creates a psychological grip that can be hard to break. Many smokers find themselves trapped in a cycle of addiction, where the need for nicotine becomes a constant presence in their lives. This addiction can lead to feelings of guilt and shame, making it even harder to quit. Overcoming smoking is not easy, but there are effective solutions available. Counseling can provide support and guidance, helping individuals understand their triggers and develop healthier coping strategies. Mindfulness practices, such as meditation and deep breathing, can help manage stress without turning to cigarettes. Support groups also play a crucial role, offering a sense of community and shared experience that can motivate individuals to stay smoke-free. By embracing these resources, smokers can find the strength to break free from their habit and improve their overall well-being. Choosing a smoke-free life is a powerful decision that can lead to a healthier future. It may take time and effort, but the benefits of quitting smoking far outweigh the temporary comfort it provides. By seeking help and making positive changes, anyone can overcome the challenges of smoking and enjoy a life filled with vitality and hope. A poor diet that is high in processed foods and sugars can lead to a cycle that many people find hard to escape. These foods often provide a quick burst of energy and satisfaction, making us feel good for a moment. However, this fleeting pleasure is usually followed by a crash, leaving us feeling tired and craving more of the same unhealthy options. Over time, this pattern can contribute to serious health issues like obesity, diabetes, and heart disease. The body struggles to cope with the constant influx of sugar and unhealthy fats, leading to weight gain and other complications that can affect our overall well-being. On the other hand, transitioning to a wholesome diet filled with fresh fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins can bring about significant benefits. These foods nourish our bodies and provide the essential nutrients we need to thrive. When we choose to prepare our meals with fresh ingredients, we not only take control of what we eat, but also turn the act of cooking into a form of self-care. Preparing meals can be a creative and enjoyable process, allowing us to connect with the food we consume and appreciate the flavors and textures of natural ingredients. By embracing a wholesome diet, we can break the cycle of temporary satisfaction and instead find lasting energy and health. Eating well can improve our mood, boost our immune system, and help us maintain a healthy weight. It encourages us to view food positively as a source of nourishment rather than just a quick fix. When we take the time to prepare our meals, we show ourselves love and respect, making eating a joyful and fulfilling experience. In this way, food becomes more than just fuel. It becomes a way to care for ourselves and our bodies. By choosing fresh, wholesome ingredients, we can create a healthier lifestyle that supports our physical and emotional well-being. Physical inactivity can have a serious impact on our lives, often shortening our time on this earth. When we lead sedentary lifestyles, we may not realize how much we are diminishing our strength, energy, and even our joy. Sitting for long periods, whether at a desk, in front of a screen, or on the couch, can lead to a decline in our physical health. Our muscles weaken, our energy levels drop, and we may find ourselves feeling less happy and more sluggish. Movement is essential for our well-being. It helps us feel alive and connected to our bodies. When we engage in physical activities, even simple ones like walking, dancing, or practicing yoga, we can experience a boost in our mood and energy. These joyful activities not only strengthen our bodies, but also lift our spirits. Starting with small, achievable steps can make a big difference. Perhaps you can take a short walk around your neighborhood or dance to your favorite song in your living room. These little moments of movement can gradually build into a routine that enhances your life. Regular exercise brings emotional and cognitive benefits too. It can improve our mood, making us feel happier and more resilient in the face of challenges. When we move our bodies, we release endorphins, which are natural mood lifters. This can lead to a greater sense of vitality and a more positive outlook on life. The more we move, the more we can enjoy our daily activities and connect with others. Incorporating movement into our lives doesn't have to be overwhelming. It can be as simple as choosing to take the stairs instead of the elevator, or setting aside a few minutes each day to stretch. The key is to find activities that bring you joy and make them a regular part of your life. Embrace the power of movement, and you may find that it not only enhances your physical health, but also enriches your emotional and mental well-being. Chronic stress can have serious negative effects on both our physical and mental health. When we experience stress over a long period, it can lead to feelings of fatigue, anxiety, and even physical problems like heart disease. Stress often arises from various sources in our lives, including work, personal responsibilities, and societal pressures. For instance, demanding jobs can create a constant sense of urgency and pressure to perform, while personal responsibilities, such as caring for family or managing household tasks, can feel overwhelming. Additionally, societal expectations about success, appearance, and lifestyle can add to this burden, making it hard to find a moment of peace. As stress builds up, it can lead to a cycle of exhaustion and worry. People may find themselves feeling anxious about their performance at work or their ability to meet personal obligations. This anxiety can manifest physically, causing headaches, digestive issues, and even heart problems. The body reacts to stress by releasing hormones that prepare us to face challenges, but when this response is triggered too often, it can wear us down. To combat these effects, it is essential to find ways to manage stress effectively. Simple practices like mindfulness and deep breathing can help calm the mind and body. Mindfulness encourages us to focus on the present moment, reducing the tendency to worry about the past or future. Deep breathing exercises can lower heart rates and promote relaxation, making it easier to cope with daily challenges. Additionally, spending time in nature can be incredibly restorative. Whether it's a walk in the park or simply sitting outside, being in a natural environment can help us feel more grounded and connected. Reclaiming peace in our lives requires a commitment to self-care and reflection. Taking time to understand our stressors and how they affect us is crucial. By prioritizing our well-being and incorporating calming practices into our daily routines, we can build resilience against stress. It's important to remember that we have the power to manage our stress and create a more balanced life. Embracing these strategies can lead to a healthier, happier existence, allowing us to face life's challenges with greater ease. Excessive alcohol consumption can have serious consequences that shorten life and diminish the quality of our experiences. Many people initially view alcohol as a way to relax, celebrate, or bond with others. It can create a sense of joy and connection, making social gatherings feel more enjoyable. However, over time, the negative effects of drinking too much can overshadow these moments of pleasure. Alcohol can harm our health in many ways. One of the most serious risks is liver disease, which can develop after years of heavy drinking. The liver is essential for processing alcohol, but when it is overwhelmed, it can lead to conditions like fatty liver, hepatitis, or cirrhosis. Additionally, alcohol can contribute to cardiovascular issues, increasing the risk of heart disease and high blood pressure. These health problems can significantly shorten life expectancy and reduce overall well-being. Beyond physical health, alcohol can also take a toll on mental health. Many people turn to alcohol to cope with stress or anxiety, but this can lead to a cycle of dependency. Over time, excessive drinking can worsen mental health issues, leading to depression and feelings of isolation. It can cloud emotional clarity, making it difficult to connect with ourselves and others in a meaningful way. Relationships can suffer as well. Alcohol can change our behavior, sometimes leading to arguments or misunderstandings with loved ones. What starts as a fun night out can quickly turn into a source of conflict, causing rifts that may take a long time to heal. The more we rely on alcohol to socialize, the less we may engage in genuine connections that don't involve drinking. Instead of turning to alcohol, it's important to explore alternative ways to build connections and enjoy life. There are countless activities that can bring joy and fulfillment without the need for alcohol. Consider hosting a game night, going for a hike, or simply enjoying a meal with friends and family. These sober moments can create lasting memories and strengthen relationships in a healthier way. In conclusion, while alcohol may seem like a harmless way to unwind or celebrate, its long-term effects can be damaging to our health, relationships, and emotional well-being. By choosing to embrace sober activities, we can foster deeper connections and enjoy life to the fullest. Inadequate sleep can have a significant impact on both health and daily life. When people do not get enough sleep, they often feel tired and low on energy. This lack of rest can make it hard to focus and think clearly. Simple tasks may take longer to complete, and decision-making can become more difficult. Sleep deprivation can lead to poor judgment and increased mistakes, which can affect work performance and personal relationships. Moreover, not getting enough sleep can increase the risk of developing chronic health conditions. Studies have shown that people who consistently sleep poorly are more likely to become obese and develop heart disease. This is partly because lack of sleep can disrupt hormones that control appetite, leading to unhealthy eating habits. Additionally, sleep deprivation can increase stress levels, which can further harm heart health. To combat these issues, it is important to prioritize restorative sleep. Creating a calming bedtime routine can help signal to the body that it is time to wind down. This might include activities like reading a book, taking a warm bath, or dimming the lights. Relaxing the mind through journaling or breathing exercises can also be beneficial. Writing down thoughts or worries can help clear the mind, making it easier to fall asleep. Breathing exercises can reduce stress and promote relaxation, preparing the body for a good night's rest. By making sleep a priority and adopting these practical solutions, individuals can wake up feeling refreshed and clear-minded each morning. This not only improves daily energy levels but also supports better cognitive function and decision-making throughout the day. Ultimately, investing in quality sleep is essential for overall health and well-being. In today's fast-paced world, many people tend to neglect their mental health. This often happens because of societal pressures and personal obligations that make it difficult to prioritize emotional well-being. People feel the need to meet expectations at work, maintain relationships, and keep up with daily responsibilities. As a result, they may push aside their feelings, thinking they can deal with them later. Unfortunately, this habit can lead to serious consequences, such as anxiety, depression, and a sense of disconnection from themselves and others. When individuals ignore their mental health, they may start to feel overwhelmed. The constant pressure to perform and succeed can create a cycle of stress that is hard to break. Over time, these feelings can deepen, leading to more severe mental health issues. People may find themselves feeling isolated as they struggle to connect with friends and family while battling their internal struggles. It is essential to recognize the importance of seeking help when needed. Professional support, such as therapy or counseling, can provide valuable tools and insights to help individuals navigate their emotions. Additionally, exploring creative outlets like art, music, or writing can serve as a powerful way to express feelings and relieve stress. These activities allow for self-exploration and can foster a sense of accomplishment and joy. Practicing mindfulness is another effective way to nurture mental health. Mindfulness encourages individuals to be present in the moment, helping them to acknowledge their thoughts and feelings without judgment. This practice can lead to greater self-awareness, allowing people to understand their emotional needs better and respond to them in a healthy way. Building connections with others is also crucial for mental well-being. Sharing experiences and feelings with trusted friends or family members can create a support system that fosters resilience. When people feel understood and supported, they are more likely to find joy in their lives, even amidst challenges. In conclusion, neglecting mental health can have serious consequences, but it is never too late to make a change. By seeking professional help, exploring creative outlets, and practicing mindfulness, individuals can take important steps toward nurturing their emotional well-being. Self-awareness and connection are vital in fostering resilience and joy, allowing people to lead more fulfilling lives. Remember, taking care of your mental health is just as important as taking care of your physical health. Social isolation can have serious effects on our emotional well-being. When we spend too much time alone, it can lead to feelings of loneliness and disconnection from the world around us. This sense of isolation can make us feel as if we are drifting away from our friends and family, and it can create a void in our lives that leaves us questioning our purpose. Without regular interactions and connections, we may start to feel unimportant or forgotten, which can deepen feelings of sadness and anxiety. Loneliness is not just about being physically alone. It is also about feeling emotionally disconnected. When we lack meaningful conversations and shared experiences, we miss out on the joy and support that relationships can bring. This disconnection can lead to a cycle where we withdraw even more, making it harder to reach out and reconnect with others. Over time, this can create a sense of hopelessness, as we may feel that we have lost our place in the world. To combat these feelings, it is important to take steps to reconnect with family, friends, and our community. Engaging in meaningful conversations can help bridge the gap that isolation creates. Sharing our thoughts and feelings with others can remind us that we are not alone in our experiences. Participating in shared activities, whether it's a simple coffee date or a group outing, can reignite the bonds that may have faded over time. There are many ways to build connections and find purpose. Joining local groups or clubs that align with your interests can introduce you to new people who share your passions. Volunteering is another wonderful way to connect with others while making a positive impact in your community. It not only helps those in need but also provides a sense of fulfillment and belonging. Pursuing hobbies or interests that involve others can also create opportunities for connection and joy. In a world that can sometimes feel isolating, it is essential to take proactive steps to reach out and engage with those around us. By nurturing our relationships and seeking new connections, we can combat the dangers of social isolation and enhance our emotional well-being. Remember, you are not alone, and there are many paths to reconnecting with the world. Preventive care plays a crucial role in maintaining long-term health. It involves regular checkups, screenings, and vaccinations that help catch potential health issues before they become serious. When people neglect these routine appointments, they risk delaying important diagnoses. This can lead to conditions that might have been easily managed or treated if caught early. For example, many diseases, such as diabetes or certain cancers, can develop silently without noticeable symptoms. By the time symptoms appear, the disease may have progressed to a more advanced stage, making treatment more complicated and less effective. Adopting a proactive mindset towards health is essential. Scheduling regular checkups and screenings is not just about following recommendations. It is an act of self-advocacy. Engaging with healthcare providers allows individuals to discuss their health concerns, understand their risks, and receive personalized advice. This partnership can empower people to make informed decisions about their health and lifestyle. Preventive care is about taking charge of your well-being. It is an opportunity to learn about your body, monitor changes, and address any issues before they escalate. By prioritizing these appointments, you are investing in your future health and quality of life. Remember, taking small steps today can lead to significant benefits tomorrow. So, make that call to schedule your next checkup and take an active role in your health journey. Negative thinking patterns can have a profound impact on our emotional health and overall well-being. When we constantly focus on the negative aspects of life, we can easily fall into a cycle of self-doubt, fear, and hopelessness. This persistent negativity can cloud our judgment and make it difficult to see the good in ourselves and the world around us. As a result, we may find it hard to experience joy or to embrace opportunities for growth. When we allow negative thoughts to dominate our minds, we often start to question our abilities and worth. This self-doubt can lead to a fear of failure, making us hesitant to take risks or try new things. We may feel trapped in a cycle of pessimism, where every setback reinforces our belief that we are not good enough. This can create a sense of hopelessness, as we begin to believe that things will never improve. The weight of these thoughts can be heavy, limiting our ability to enjoy life and stifling our potential for personal development. However, it is possible to challenge these negative thoughts with compassion. Instead of being harsh on ourselves for feeling this way, we can practice self-kindness and recognize that everyone struggles at times. One effective way to shift our mindset is through gratitude. By focusing on the things we appreciate in our lives, no matter how small, we can begin to counterbalance the negativity. Keeping a gratitude journal, or simply taking a moment each day to reflect on what we are thankful for, can help us cultivate a more positive outlook. Surrounding ourselves with positivity is also crucial. Engaging in uplifting activities, whether it's spending time with supportive friends, enjoying nature, or pursuing hobbies that bring us joy, can help lift our spirits. Connecting with others who share a positive mindset can inspire us and remind us that we are not alone in our struggles. The transformative power of a positive mindset is remarkable. When we consciously choose to focus on the good, we can reshape our lives in meaningful ways. A positive outlook can lead to increased resilience, better relationships, and a greater sense of fulfillment. By challenging negative thoughts and embracing a more optimistic perspective, we open ourselves up to new possibilities and experiences. In conclusion, while negative thinking patterns can deeply affect our emotional health, we have the power to change our mindset. By practicing gratitude, surrounding ourselves with positivity, and approaching our thoughts with compassion, we can break free from the cycle of negativity and create a more joyful and fulfilling life. In our journey through life, the choices we make can significantly impact not just how long we live, but how well we live. Avoiding habits that can shorten our lives, such as smoking, excessive drinking, or a sedentary lifestyle, is crucial. Instead, embracing healthier alternatives like regular exercise, balanced nutrition, and mindfulness can lead to a more vibrant existence. These changes are not merely about adding years to our lives. They are about enriching those years with joy, energy, and fulfillment. Every small step we take towards a healthier lifestyle is a victory worth celebrating. Whether it's choosing a nutritious meal, taking a walk, or simply taking a moment to breathe deeply, these actions contribute to a brighter, more active future. It's important to remember that we hold the power to shape our lives. By making conscious choices, we can create a path filled with vitality and happiness. Let's inspire each other to take those small steps, knowing that they lead to significant transformations over time. Together, we can build a healthier, more fulfilling future. Thank you for joining us for that insightful exploration of the challenges we face. As we age, we've delved into some profound topics. And now, as we transition to our next segment, let's take a moment to reflect on a story that many of us can relate to, one that captures the essence of aging and the struggle for independence. Have you ever felt like you're slowly losing control over your life as you age? This feeling can be particularly overwhelming when faced with the difficult choices that arise in our golden years. Let me share with you the story of Grandfather Park, a man who once thrived in his independence, but now finds himself grappling with the realities of aging. Grandfather Park was the kind of person who filled every room with laughter and wisdom. He spent his days tending to his garden, sharing stories with his grandchildren, and enjoying the simple pleasures of life. But as the years passed, he began to notice subtle changes. The garden that once flourished under his care started to show signs of neglect, and the laughter that echoed through his home began to fade. It wasn't just the physical tasks that became challenging. It was the emotional weight of feeling like he was losing a part of himself. Decisions that once came easily now felt monumental. Should he accept help with daily chores? Should he consider moving to a place that could offer more support? Each choice loomed large, and with it came the fear of losing his independence. As we reflect on Grandfather Park's journey, we can't help but feel a sense of empathy for those who face similar struggles. The loss of independence can be a heavy burden, and it often leads to a profound sense of vulnerability. But it also opens the door to new conversations about care, support, and the importance of community. Now that we've explored this poignant narrative, let's dive deeper into the topic of aging and independence. We'll discuss practical strategies for maintaining control over our lives as we grow older, and how we can support our loved ones through this transition. So, stay with us as we uncover more about this vital subject. At the age of 70, Grandfather Park found himself at a crossroads in life, facing choices that felt heavy on his heart. Living with his children seemed like a natural option, but it often left him feeling like a guest in his own life. He loved his family dearly, yet he could sense the strain his presence sometimes put on their busy lives. He would sit quietly in the living room, watching his children rush around, juggling work and their own families. He felt like a burden, and that thought gnawed at him. He longed for the days when he could contribute, when he was the one taking care of others instead of needing care himself. Hiring caregivers was another possibility, but it came with its own set of challenges. While the caregivers were kind and professional, Grandfather Park struggled with the idea of having strangers in his home. He felt uncomfortable asking for help with simple tasks, like getting dressed or preparing meals. Each time he needed assistance, it reminded him of his fading independence. He often found himself wishing he could just do things on his own, even if it took him longer. The caregivers were there to help, but he felt like he was losing a part of himself with every request for assistance. Then there was the option of a nursing home. The thought of it filled him with dread. He had heard stories from friends about the loneliness and lack of personal connection in such places. Being surrounded by people, but feeling utterly alone was terrifying. He imagined sitting in a common room, watching others who were also lost in their own thoughts, and he couldn't bear the thought of losing his sense of self. He wanted to be in a place where he could feel at home, not just another resident in a long line of faces. Through all these experiences, Grandfather Park grappled with his emotions. He felt sadness for the life he once had, filled with activity and purpose. He missed the days when he could garden, go for long walks, and share meals with friends without needing help. The struggle for dignity weighed heavily on him. He wanted to be seen as a person, not just an elderly man who needed care. He wanted to share his stories, his wisdom, and his laughter, but he often felt invisible in a world that seemed to overlook the elderly. In his search for comfort and autonomy, Grandfather Park began to reflect on what truly mattered to him. He realized that it wasn't just about where he lived, but how he lived. He wanted to maintain his dignity, to feel like he was still a part of the world. He started to engage more with his family, sharing his thoughts and feelings openly. He expressed his desire for independence and discussed ways they could support him without taking away his sense of self. Through these conversations, he found a glimmer of hope. His family began to understand his needs better, and they worked together to create a living arrangement that honored his wishes. They set up a schedule where he could have time alone, but also have family visits that felt meaningful. Grandfather Park learned that it was okay to ask for help, but it was equally important to assert his need for independence. In the end, Grandfather Park's journey was not just about finding a place to live. It was about reclaiming his identity and dignity in old age. He learned that while the physical aspects of life may change, the essence of who he was could still shine through. He found comfort in the love of his family and the small moments of joy that filled his days. Grandfather Park sat in his favorite chair, the one that faced the window where the sun used to shine brightly on both him and his beloved spouse. They had shared countless moments there, talking about their day, laughing at silly jokes, and sometimes just sitting in comfortable silence. He could still hear her laughter echoing in his mind, a sweet melody that now felt like a distant memory. Life had changed so much since she passed away. The promises they made to each other seemed to hang in the air, unfulfilled. They had vowed to always be there for one another, to face every challenge together. But now, he felt like he was facing the world alone. The hospital visits that once brought them closer, where they would hold hands and share stories, had turned into a nightmare for him. Each trip reminded him of her absence, filling him with dread and a heavy sadness that weighed on his heart. He remembered the last time they were together in that sterile room, her frail hand in his, her eyes sparkling with love even in the face of pain. They had laughed about the silly things the nurses said, finding joy in the little moments. But now, as he walked through those same halls, the laughter faded, replaced by a hollow ache. The bright lights felt harsh, and the beeping machine seemed to mock his loneliness. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. The house felt empty without her. He would sit at the dining table, staring at the empty chair across from him, wishing he could hear her voice one more time. The meals he once enjoyed now tasted bland, and the silence in the house was deafening. Friends would call and check in, but he often found it hard to talk about his feelings. How could he explain the depth of his grief? How could he share the loneliness that wrapped around him like a heavy blanket? As time passed, he tried to find ways to cope. He took long walks in the park where they used to stroll together, hoping to feel her presence in the rustling leaves and the gentle breeze. Sometimes he would sit on a bench and watch the children play, their laughter reminding him of the joy they once shared. But even those moments felt bittersweet, a reminder of what he had lost. One day, while sitting on that bench, he noticed an elderly couple walking hand in hand, their smiles bright and warm. A pang of longing hit him, but it also sparked a small flicker of hope. Maybe, just maybe, he could find a way to honor her memory by embracing life again. He began to join a local community group, where he met others who understood his pain. They shared stories, laughter, and tears, slowly helping him to heal. Though the grief would always be a part of him, he learned that it was okay to find joy again. He started to fill his days with small pleasures, gardening, reading, and even cooking the recipes they used to make together. Each step forward felt like a tribute to her, a way to keep her spirit alive in his heart. Grandfather Park realized that while he would always miss her, he could carry her love with him. The promises they made were not broken, they had simply transformed. He would always be there for her, just in a different way. And as he looked out the window, he could almost feel her smiling down at him, encouraging him to embrace the life they had built together. Park sat quietly in the living room of his daughter's house, watching the children play. The laughter echoed around him, a sound that once filled his own home. Now, he felt like a visitor in a place that was meant to be a refuge. The walls were decorated with family photos, each one telling a story of moments he had missed. He smiled at the pictures, but inside, a deep sense of longing stirred. He appreciated the care his children offered, but every time they asked him what he wanted or how he felt a pang of sadness. It was as if he had lost his voice, replaced by their well-meaning questions. He wanted to be the one taking care of them, not the other way around. The roles had shifted, and he struggled to accept this new reality. Park often found himself reminiscing about the days when he was the one in charge, making decisions and creating a home filled with warmth and love. Now, he felt like a guest, navigating the rules and routines of his children's lives. He missed the independence he once had, the freedom to come and go as he pleased, to make his own choices without needing to consult anyone. The emotional conflict weighed heavily on him. He loved his children deeply and was grateful for their support, but he also felt a sense of loss. It was hard to reconcile the joy of being close to them with the pain of feeling out of place. He wanted to be part of their lives, yet he yearned for the comfort of his own space, where he could be himself without feeling like he was intruding. As he watched the children play, he felt a bittersweet mix of happiness and sorrow. He wanted to be there for them, to share in their lives, but he also longed for the days when he was the one guiding them. The struggle between wanting to belong and needing to be independent left him feeling trapped in a world that no longer felt like his own. In the quiet moments, when the laughter faded and the house settled into stillness, Park would sit with his thoughts, trying to find a balance between gratitude and the ache of longing. He knew he had to adapt, but the journey was filled with emotional ups and downs, making him question where he truly belonged. Park sat at the small kitchen table, the sound of laughter and chatter drifting in from the living room. He looked down at his plate, the food untouched, as he felt a heavy weight in his chest. It was hard to believe that just a few years ago, his home had been filled with the joyful noise of his children. They would gather around the table, sharing stories and laughter, their faces bright with happiness. Those memories felt like a distant dream now, overshadowed by the loneliness that wrapped around him like a thick fog. As he listened to the voices of his children, he felt like a ghost, invisible and forgotten. They were all together, sharing moments that he was no longer a part of. He remembered the days when he was the center of their world, when they would come to him for advice, for comfort, or just to share their day. Now, it seemed as if they had moved on, creating lives that did not include him. The distance between them grew with each passing day, and he felt like he was fading away. Park tried to join in, to be a part of their conversations, but the words felt stuck in his throat. He would smile and nod, but inside, he felt a deep ache. He missed the closeness they once had, the easy laughter, and the shared moments that made him feel loved. Instead, he found himself retreating to his own thoughts, replaying memories of family vacations, birthday parties, and quiet evenings spent together. Those times felt like a different life, one that he longed to return to but knew was slipping further away. He often wondered if he had done something wrong, if he had somehow pushed them away. The guilt gnawed at him, making the loneliness even harder to bear. He wanted to reach out, to tell them how he felt, but the fear of rejection held him back. So, he sat in silence, watching as they built their own lives, feeling like an outsider in a place that was once his home. As the laughter continued, Park realized that he was not just missing his children. He was mourning the connection they once shared. The emotional pain was sharp, a reminder of what he had lost. He wished for a way to bridge the growing gap, to feel the warmth of their love again. But for now, he remained at the table, alone with his thoughts, feeling the weight of his isolation. Park sat on the edge of his worn-out sofa, looking around his small living room. The walls were painted a soft yellow, and family photos hung in mismatched frames, each telling a story of laughter and love. This was his home, a place where he felt safe and comfortable. Yet, as he gazed at the clutter of magazines and old newspapers, he felt a wave of frustration wash over him. The simple act of keeping his space tidy had become a daunting